Alright, it's the playoffs. We got the play-in covered. And now it's time for our predictions for the 2022 NBA playoffs. So, first of all, we're going first with the West bracket. And then hop on over to the East bracket. So, shall we? I think I'm gonna give my predictions for the 2022 NBA playoffs. So, let's go to the West. So, first and 8th seed, we got the Phoenix Suns versus the New Orleans Pelicans. What I'm seeing here is that it's gonna be the meme again, what's that meme from last year? What is that meme? Suns in 4 when it comes to Phoenix and New Orleans. I don't know if New Orleans can put up a good fight against Phoenix. I think they've beaten Phoenix once in the regular season, but I digress. I think that was a thing. I don't think Phoenix has to be worried against the Pelicans. Okay, moving on, we got Mavericks versus the Jazz. This is an interesting dynamic because Luka Doncic is out for games 1 and 2. And I don't think there would be a timetable for him to return as early as the first round. And I think he's going to return early second round-ish. So what I'm thinking here is that it's gonna be either if Luka returns, it's gonna be Mavs in 6. But if Luka doesn't return, it's gonna be Jazz in 6. But then again, the Jazz is easy to counter because you only have to go small against Utah, and the problem with Rudy Gobert is already solved. So yeah, it could go 7 games, but I think I'm going with my heart here. Mavericks in 6. But I think the most realistic scenario is if Luka comes back or not. And if Donovan Mitchell decides to pass the ball to Rudy Gobert. But yeah, the Jazz is so easy to counter. I don't know. Okay, this one is a top prediction. It's the Warriors versus the Nuggets. Interesting narrative here again. Stephen Curry availability, he's still injured, but I think he's gonna come back in the first round, as early as the first round. I think he is going to be listed day to day. As early as game 1, he's gonna come back. So if Stephen Curry is gonna come back, will the Warriors upset the Nuggets, who has the leading candidate in MVP? I think yes. I think Warriors Nuggets. It's gonna be Steph or no Stephen Curry. I'm taking the Warriors in 6 games over the Nuggets. And finally, the NBA champions Minnesota Timberwolves against the Memphis Grizzlies. Everybody's counting out the Timberwolves. I think I'm gonna go with Memphis on 5. Grizzlies in 5. Minnesota's gonna get that one win and they're gonna celebrate like crazy, like they won the finals again. And yeah, I think it's gonna be Memphis because even with or without Ja Morant, Memphis is so good. I think they're potentially a nice threat against the Warriors, and I think the Warriors are in danger if they're gonna face Memphis in the second round. Yeah, so Suns in 4, Mavs in 6, Warriors in 6, Grizzlies in 5. Okay. That's the Western Conference predictions for the first round of the playoffs. Let's go to the Eastern Conference. Okay, Miami, Atlanta. I think the big blow here is Clint Capella is not anymore available. He recently got injured in the play-in. So, Atlanta's gonna play, small against Miami. I think the pedigree of the Miami Heat with Eric Spoelstra's coaching and during this series, I think they're gonna have to find their chemistry again. But because they got that recent bench altercation in the regular season, that they almost lost the first seed to the Celtics. And we're gonna get to that Celtics series. I'm seeing this unless Trae Young takes over every game, which is not likely to happen. I'm seeing Heat in let's see. Heat in 5. Yeah, I think Heat in 5 is going to be my take. 76ers versus Raptors. Are the Raptors still in Joel Embiid's head? I think the dynamic here is, will James Harden step up for the 76ers? And I think yes. I think it's about time for James Harden to leave the honeymoon phase, and he should continue being the James Harden and benefit Joel Embiid, because they're gonna be in trouble with the Raptors. Then again, we got a superstar in the 76ers. I'm taking Sixers in 6 against the Raptors, unless Doc Rivers does some shit again, or this series have some right to reach 7 games. I'm not considering that Raptors are a contender, and if they reach 7 games here, I'm done. If they reach 7 games, I'm going for the Raptors. I'm putting my trust on the 76ers to finish this in 6, but if they went in 7, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Bucks Bulls. I would have seen this as a 6-game series with the Bucks leading, but due to the Bulls getting more and more unhealthy, I'm seeing the Bucks taking this in 5. This is gonna be a short series. I'm gonna be surprised if the Bulls actually win one against the defending champions. Finally, Celtics Nets. Are the Nets the most dangerous low-seeded team in NBA history after the 1995 Houston Rockets? That is the narrative. And I think, as deadly as the Nets are, I'm taking Celtics in 7. I think what the Nets lack, which is defense, is going to screw them out of the first round, and I think Steve Nash is going to get fired. I'm taking the Celtics in 7 games against the Brooklyn Nets, as the greatest of Kevin Durant, the greatest of Kyrie Irving will not be enough firepower against the Celtics. Impressive defense, and the Celtics have an impressive momentum in the palm of their hands. I don't think the Celtics gonna let loose of that grip. I think the Celtics are gonna upset the Nets, if you call it an upset. Then yeah, defense wins series, unless we see a high volume Kyrie, but I don't think that's gonna be enough for them to sustain a 7-game series against the Boston Celtics. I'm taking Celtics in 7 games. So yeah, Heat in 5, Sixers in 6, Bucks in 5, Celtics in 7. And that's my first round predictions of the NBA playoffs. Thank you for watching.